with 9 in the Big West Conference, but the leader in points, a whopping 22 points. And the UC San Diego starting lineup. One name that's out, unfortunately, Ava Darkangelo, who is done for the season with a knee injury she suffered against Hawaii on Sunday.
So sad. Poor Ava.
So that's a big piece, and you take her out of the right side. So what happens? I was talking to Jonesy beforehand, but your interpretation of how they wind up attacking the remaining 4 games of the season.
Yeah, so you'll see Kennedy Carter has moved out wide right for UC San Diego. So, you know, they have a pretty deep roster. They have a lot of different and versatile players. So obviously not ideal in your feel for Ava. But, you know, hopefully the team can rally a little and get a result for her today.
Yep, coming off a great result as that one goes into the 18-yard box, and then it's cleared by Long Beach State. If you were with us on Sunday, the Tritons rallied from down a goal, had 3 second-half goals to win their first game of the season here at Triton Soccer Stadium. Pick up just their 2nd win of the year. They got the 3 points. That gives them 6 points now in the conference. And this Long Beach State team comes in at the top now. They've got some company as Davis won earlier today over Bakersfield. So momentarily Davis and Long Beach State are tied with 11 points apiece. And that'll go back to Kira Fitzgerald, who will kick it out. And they get it to Meyer, this week's Big West Conference Defensive Player of the Week. The first time in the 2 Division I and Big West era seasons that there has been a weekly honor bestowed upon a Triton.
Yeah. And, I mean, I think we saw just her raise her level over the weekend, and she definitely earned that honor.
Abel had that one taken away from her. Christina Doan kicks it back, and here's Kennedy Carter now on the right side with a run. Carter just outside the box with a cross, and it's headed off of Hilliard, and it goes just left of the far post.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, you can already see, you know, they're both Ashlyn and Kennedy are really fast out wide for UC San Diego. So you want Kennedy there driving at her defender, whipping a ball across, and Court making a great run into the box, getting her head on the end of it. Just got to find the target.
If you were with us on Sunday, it was scoreless into the 60th minute. Hawaii got the game's first goal, and the Tritons scored 3 consecutive unanswered goals. And all the scoring in that match, it took the 2 teams a little while to warm up offensively, but all the scoring in the match came in the final 30 minutes. Now a run into the box here by Long Beach State, and it's kicked out, and we're going to have our first corner of the contest.
Long Beach State corner kick.
Let's take a look at the standings while we have a moment and show you it's pretty bunched up at the top.
Yeah.
What you don't see there is Davis actually won earlier, so they have 11 points as well with Long Beach State. And then you've got Fullerton, Cal Poly who are playing, 1 point off. Bakersfield is going to stick at 9 because they did not get any points here on this Thursday.
Just shows how important every single game is in the Big West.
And you're never out until you're out. Here's the corner, the first of the game for either side into the 18-yard box. A little touch on it there by Laramie. And then it gets cleared. And Long Beach State in all yellow today will keep it in their own zone. I love the beach uniforms, and the flag goes up. All yellow for the beach, and as you look at Allie Lowe there, all blue for the Tritons. Color rush game, I guess, if you will.
Definitely not going to mix up the teams tonight, that's for sure.
Scoreless here as we play in the 4th minute. You know, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention how this thing ended a year ago at Long Beach State. This was one of the biggest heartbreakers maybe of the short Big West Conference era.
Yeah. I mean, I think they lost in literally the last second, UC San Diego.
1 second, and it was, as that one is in for a goal. And a quick score by Long Beach State. Well, they won it in the last second off the foot of Solano a year ago, and here they get a quick goal in the 5th minute. That's Ibarra, Sarah Ibarra with the goal.
Oh yeah, just a misclear there. You got to, if you're clearing it, you probably need to get it outside the 18-yard box just to be safe.
That's the first of the year for Ibarra.
Scored by number 22, Sarah Ibarra.
And so just like that, in their customary chasing mode here for the Tritons in the early going. 5th minute for Long Beach State.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of goals in this game tonight. It's so slick out there. I came from my soccer practice earlier, and it is slick.
Certainly hope you are right. That one crossed in. Carter had a chance at it. And it winds up getting cleared momentarily by Amy Medwin. And a long ball that was headed for Solano. Plays it off her chest. This is the goal scorer, the top goal scorer in the Big West, who sends it forward. 9 goals, 4 assists for Solano, 22 points to lead the conference. Last year's game, let's remind you, trailing by a goal late against the Big West at the time, the preseason favorites in Long Beach State. Caitlin McCarthy, who has since departed, exhausted her eligibility. She leveled the score at 1 with a beautiful header that hit the back of the net in the 87th minute, but then Long Beach State earning that victory. Lena Solano scored her 2nd goal of the match, just 1 second remaining in the second half. And the Beach came away with a 2-1 victory in the conference opener for both sides. That was September the 23rd in Long Beach.
Yeah, that was a wild. I remember watching it just non-stop.
And so for the 2nd year in a row, the Tritons will have to play catch-up against Long Beach State, who's not the preseason favorite this year, although they might wind up winning the conference. Those honors were bestowed upon Irvine, according to the coaches and the media before the year. Here's a touch by Ibarra, who just had the goal a moment ago. Over to Medwin. Medwin up left and taken away by Kennedy Carter. Talked about the come-from-behind win, getting 3 goals, all coming in the final moments against Hawaii. And I don't know if you had a chance to really pay particular attention, but all 3 were done by substitutes that had come in. Borg, Lucy Tang, remember she was subbed in?
Yeah.
And then she quickly got a goal.
Yeah, and Lindsay Park, I think, got the last
Lindsay,
one,
yep.
too. Yeah, yeah.
The freshman with her first career goal. Here's the foul as Solana is taken down. Christina Adone called for what is the Tritons' first foul of the game. So free kick awarded here to Long Beach State, who comes in with a record of 4-4-5 overall, unbeaten in Big West play at 3-0-2 for 11 points to sit atop the standings. This free kick headed into the 6-yard box and headed right onto the head and then off the post, and then they get a second one. Oh, the Beach came to play here.
Yeah, they're starting, fired up. I think they didn't like having to wait till the last second to win the last time they played UC San Diego.
Sophie Jones here in the 8th minute. Watch this off the free kick. Oh, you can't place it any better than that. Using the crossbar. And Sophie Jones puts Long Beach State ahead, has stayed ahead 2-0. That's the 2nd of the season for Sophie Jones.
Yeah, probably not where Jonesy wants her team to be right now.
No, they were so excited about this one and the opportunity that presented itself. 2 goals is going to be awfully tough to come back against this side that looks ready to play. I guess now you just try and get that 1 goal to cut it in half, and you don't try and get too ahead of yourself?
Exactly, 1 at a time. It's all you can do, restart, regroup, know that there's still a lot of time in this game, and there's still plenty of goals to be had.
2 very unlikely goal scorers here in the early going of Ibarra and Jones. 1 a forward, 1 a midfielder. Jones is the Arizona transfer. And quickly, Long Beach State with a 2-0 advantage here. Kennedy Carter grabbing Medwin. No call.
Yeah, it looks like the referee decided to let him play advantage there. So since Irvine kept possession, was getting the ball forward.
Again, we haven't really heard anything from Solano yet. Here's Laramie. Laramie sends it forward, and it gets intercepted in the midfield by Cameron Borg, who had a goal the other day, and this one shot forward. They were trying to get Carter to Hilliard right in the 18, and it went past. In goal is Zora Standiford. Standiford with her 4th consecutive start. She was trading off with Morgan Houston Shepard, another goalkeeper on the roster. They had been trading off last year. They were trading off this season. However, on crutches is Houston Shepard, from what we understand. So it's now up to Sandifer the rest of the way out. She's a sophomore from Narbonne High School in Carson, California. Looking for more on that right side is Long Beach State. They've got it in the 18 box now, and a run. Meyer, Defensive Player of the Week, gets it out of bounds, and it'll be a corner for Long Beach State. It'll be their 2nd of the match.
Yeah, and I mean, Long Beach just got a goal off their last set play, so got to get stuck in a little bit more defensively and just clear the ball. But the last corner, I think the Tritons looked pretty organized on.
Maddie Perez will take the corner. We're in the 10th minute. Goals in the 5th and 8th minute for Long Beach State. Looking for more. The header by Solano is over the top of the crossbar and out. So all of a sudden they're starting to pepper Fitzgerald here in the early going. 5 shots, 2 of them on goal.
And 2 goals. I think that's going to be the key to the game. If you can get your opportunities on frame and force the keeper to make a save with it being so wet and everything like that out there, that will be critical.
This is really the first time all year we've played with it in the mid-60s. Even on Sunday when it was overcast, there wasn't much moisture, and it was 70 degrees for much of the ball game. Talissa Lynn ahead to Kennedy Carter. And then it's kicked out. That's kicked out by Julia Moore. Throwing for
little
the
moves
Tritons
there.
That one goes long on the throw to Abel, the Texas A&M transfer. And a challenge and a foul. It's going to go against Medwin. Amy Medwin picks up the first foul for Long Beach State. Saw Tritons on Sunday against Hawaii pick up 2 yellow cards early in the game.
Yeah, that was a physical game.
Free kick down to Kennedy Carter. 1-on-1 isolated. Comes back with the cross in the 18. Picked up outside the 18. Adone, good footwork, and tried to get it to, it looked like Kollerick on that left side.
Yeah, I think she was looking for Ashlyn at the back post there.
Picked up here by Solano again, the Big West leader with 9 goals. Sends a long ball out right. It's picked up just outside the box. Long Beach State wants more. Here's a run. Good position inside to the 6, and Solano's got the 3rd.
Yeah, that was just a great pullback ball there. That's 90% of the time probably going to be a goal.
Her team leading, her Big West leading 10th of the season. And it comes here in the 13th minute. And absolutely nothing Fitzgerald could do. Assist to Cherry Cox.
Long Beach State goal in the 13th minute.
You can see UC San Diego taking a little moment here to regroup.
Assist for number 8, Cherry Cox.
Again, they were so looking forward to this visit from Long Beach State. Felt like they had a really good opportunity. Again, you're coming off your first home win. You beat a very good Hawaii team.
Yeah.
You're down 1-0. You got 3 goals in, about 20 minutes time.
Well, and it's hard to not feel a little defeated, at least, when you're down 3 goals.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see how this half, continues to go for the next 30 minutes.
So much for the momentum. Tritons on Sunday, their last 3 goals came in the final 28 minutes of the match, with Board getting her 2nd, Tang her 1st, Parker 1st, and Long Beach State wants more. Coming back to get it here is Jones, the Arizona transfer. Gets it right. Kollerick has it now. They're very aggressive, too, as Long Beach State. They got a person on that ball every minute.
Oh, yeah. Definitely high press in the offense, like in their offensive third. They're very high press, trying to not let the Tritons out easily.
They earn the throw in. They have the possession. Goals in the 5th, 8th, and 13th minute. 3-0 Long Beach State looking for more. Solano, and it got saved by Fitzgerald. They try and clear. Out to Caceres. Long ball, and that's going to go off the head of a Triton defender. And Carter has it now. Carter plays it long and knocked back in by Laramie. That's forward, and Fitzgerald says, I'll take it. Oh, what a start for Long Beach State.
Yeah. You know, I think just the same way Jonesy and her team were excited to play, I think Long Beach was excited to play this game as well. They're at the top, you know, and I think they obviously want to stay there. So it's for them, it's a statement game.
They've been making quite a statement lately, as Natalie Abel has it. 5 consecutive matches without a loss for Long Beach State. 3 wins sandwiched by 2 ties. They tied Irvine on Sunday at 1-1 on the road. And that's going to be blocked out for a throw-in for the Tritons. Allie Lowe will do it. A win by Long Beach State gives them the 3 points, gets them to 14. They're one of only a handful of teams that have 5 matches remaining in the season. Most of the teams up at the top of the table have 5. Trying to sneak this one in. They got a chance at another, and it got blocked. Good defense there by the Tritons. Let's see if they can counter now as they send it into the corner. Racing after it is Hilliard, but it will get played back and then kicked out by the keeper, Standifer.
Well, now the hard part, too, is you're going to see UC San Diego probably try and play the ball forward a little bit too quickly, not really let the play develop in behind, because you want to get the ball up and try and get a goal sooner rather than later. But you still have to be disciplined and patient. There's still so much time left.
I was going to say, does that, if they start doing that, does it expose you more in the back to give away a breakaway or a cheapie?
You just lose possession, and you're just asking a lot out of all of your players to be able to transition up and down and up and down and up and down. You can just wear people out a little bit. Now,
you played in the Division II era, very successful here at UC San Diego, so you didn't face adversity like this much, did you?
No. We were lucky enough not to.
Great slide tackle there by Perez. I was going to say, I mean, can you put yourselves in the mind of Triton down there now, 3-0, still 28-42 to go in the first?
Yeah, but I think, you know, being a Triton, it's not always about scoreline. We've been lucky enough as a program to be very successful. But the flip side is it's more than a result. It's more than your personal records. It's more than one season or one game. And I think that's just what you have to remember.
Again, this program has 7 national championships prior in the Division II and Division III eras, the last coming in Division II in 2001. This is year 3 of the Big West transition, but just the second season because COVID wiped out that fall 2020 season for all the Big West teams and much of the squads on the West Coast. It was really only those teams in the Midwest that had a chance to play even a second season, too. Some of them got a spring season as well. Carter lost the ball and then got it back to Borg, who loses it momentarily. Meyer comes up to see if she sends this one long. A little bit of a run. Punches it forward looking for Hilliard. And now here's Borg. She scored from out there against Hawaii and almost was able to fit it through to Abel. Here's the cross by Hilliard. And then it's kicked in by Abel for the goal. Hey, they got one back.
Yeah, well, and just like we said, one at a time. And the first chance on target for the Tritons.
4th of the year for the Texas A&M transfer, Natalie Abel. Comes in the 18th minute. This thing's turning into a San Diego Soccer's indoor game.
I mean, that's just a classic finish by Nat Abel in the 6-yard box. You know, and I'm sure Long Beach isn't excited to have played the ball right back inside defensively there, but good job by Nat to be in the right place at the right time a little bit too.
They get one back. This is going to be a Triton throw in here.
And that's the fighting spirit, you know, that Jonesy is going to want to see from her team, even if you are down 1, 2, 3, you know, whatever it is. Don't give up. Don't put your head down. Stay disciplined. Stick to the game plan.
Courtney Hilliard picks up the assist for the Tritons, and that's her first of the season. That's her first points of the season.
Yeah, and Court just worked to win that second ball in the 18-yard box and put a great ball into the back post. Made Long Beach have to defend it. Now they have a little bit more pep in their step again.
Deficit is 2 now after they were down 3-0 in the 13th minute.
If you can get one more here too, you really start to put the pressure on.
Yeah, you change the mental acuity of Long Beach State, right? They start doubting themselves a little bit.
Definitely. Sometimes being up by 2 is the most dangerous score because you give up one goal and it's just such a momentum shift.
Trying to break the press here. Ball goes through. And possession now for Long Beach State. Medwin will play it through her back line. This is Alyssa Laramie. Cross to Maddie Perez. Perez plays that spot Caitlin Meyer plays. Sends it long right side. Solano trying to get it off of her foot and is met there by the defensive player of the week in the Big West, Meyer. Carter comes over to help and Lowe clears it. Up to Abel, who just had her 4th goal of the season. That's going to move her up to in the Big West Conference.
Definitely.
Scored standings.
Has to boost her confidence too. You know, she had 2 games back-to-back where she got a goal and then hadn't for a while.
Yeah, she had 3 consecutive, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you think you might be right.
And then the rest of the team went about 5 matches with only having that one own goal at LMU before they finally broke out of it in the second 28 minutes on Sunday against Hawaii, where they got the 3 goals we talked about. Now we just got to get Kennedy Carter to get one here.
Definitely.
Start her. Adone, a little communication there to Fitzgerald. And here's Hilliard, who just had the assist a moment ago. And Long Beach State takes possession of it with Jones. Back here to Medwin. Laramie. Perez to Laramie. Medwin with a run. A lot of space in front of her. Sends it forward. Trying to race to get it. Solano on the left side.
Wow.
And that's going to go off Adone, and they're going to get a corner here. It's going to be the 3rd corner already for Long Beach State here in the first half.
Well, and that, I mean, Solano looked fast to get on the end of that ball and win a corner.
She just picked up her 10th of the season in the 13th minute. So it looks like it's Perez who's going to go out and take the corner here. 23 and a half minutes to go, and quite an exciting first half of play.
Right? Sunday was 0-0 at halftime.
Yes, it was.
Very different today.
Perez also has Sherry Cox, who has an assist there, and she'll kick it right into the 6-yard box, punched out of there by Fitzgerald off the corner. Medwin out left, sitting right there.
She's offside.
Yep, offsides Perez.
Offside.
It's the first offsides for either team. Break for the Tritons here inside of 23 minutes to go. Neither team has subbed yet on a 64-degree overcast day to start. By the way, when I was driving home, I'm not sure if you had this experience against Hawaii, but it rained on me when I got
to
the 56 and the 15.
That did not happen to me. But we did have that weird dry lightning here on Tuesday.
Had that too, yep.
And that was crazy.
Yeah. We had that inland in Rancho Bernardo. We had a little bit of rain. We had a little bit of rain this morning too.
See, we do have weather in San Diego.
Took a while. It's actually got here earlier this year. Jones a run ahead. Here's Solano. Solano gets in front of her defender. Solano looking for her second, and she's got it. That makes it 4-1 and reestablishes a 3-goal lead for the Beach. Her Big West leading 11th of the season.
Yeah, and that, I don't even know how that really, it looked like, I think the Tritons might just have lost it, but good finish.
She's going to be an All-American when it's all said and done. Sophie Jones, the Arizona transfer with the goal, or with the assist rather.
What I've noticed about this Long Beach team is they high press to win the ball back, and as soon as you give it away, they are looking to get in behind very quickly.
Emily Heregi is in now, and she replaces Aaliyah Sinoff. So the sophomore leaves. Heregi, the junior, Heregi rather, from Chino Hills comes in. This is a stunning turn here in the first 23 minutes.
Wild.
4-1. Solano has 2 goals to give her a Big West leading 11. The goals in this game, Ibarra, Jones, and Solano twice for Long Beach State, and then Abel. For Natalie Abel, her 4th goal this season. She had that many as a freshman at Texas A&M a year ago.
Yeah, well, and you can see why Long Beach is top of the table right now. You know, they're a very organized, well-coached team.
Again, they drew with the preseason favorites in Irvine on Sunday in the evening up in Irvine. And so Solano came in with 22 points and give her 4 more now, 26 points, and some grabbing there, and a foul would be called. They're going to get a foul on Kennedy Carter here. It'll be a free kick for the Beach.
Yeah.
One more time, yep. Got the hand around.
Seen harder fouls,
yeah.
but
We had that early booking against Hawaii. Here's Solano again looking for the hat trick here. Gets it forward, and Meyer clears it. It's going to be a throw-in for Hawaii. There's number 4 with a couple of goals.
Yeah, and I think, you know, the Tritons were feeling good. They had gotten one back, and I think that last goal took a little wind out of their sails.
Flag goes up again. 4-1 Beach here in the 25th minute. Unbeaten in their last 5 matches, and you would think after tonight they're going to be unbeaten in their last 6. This is going to be quite a challenge for the Tritons to come back in and win. Here's Solano again. Just kind of punches it up, getting ahead of the defender again, and a little slide tackle there, and that one just taken off the line and saved. I think that was Lowe who saved that from going in, or Lynn.
Yeah, just a little chip over the top there.
Let's see here. Who saved the day? Yeah, it's
Talissa.
Yeah. Meyer kicks it out for a throw-in. Doesn't give up the corner. That's good. It's not 19 minutes to go. We've seen 4-goal games prior. I mean, the one that comes to mind, St. Mary's San Francisco had back-to-back 4-goal performances on this field right in the middle of September as that shot goes up over the goal post, right over the crossbar.
Yeah, I still think that I still think there's more goals in this, just because I mean almost every single shot that's been on target has gone in.
Well, you called it right after the first goal, right, which came fairly quickly in the 5th minute. Ibarra got it. You're like, there's many more goals to come.
Oh, yeah.
You were right, because after saying that, there's been 4, and still got a whole second half and 18 minutes to go here as Solano sends it forward. Most goals in a game in the Division I era, 6. That was the St. Mary's game that we talked about. That was back on September the 11th on this field. St. Mary's won it 4-2.
I think Nat Abel got called for the foul there. Little grab.
Free kick here after that foul going to Solano again. And this time Fitzgerald comes up to grab it. Fouls are even at 3 apiece. We officially got Hilliard. It was Perez who took the free kick. There's a touch by Ibarra. Outright, Ibarra comes up to get it. Out on that right side, being challenged. Gets it to a wide open Long Beach player who brings it into the 18-yard box. Fancy footwork and a good save by Fitzgerald.
Yeah. It's a great save by Kira.
And here's the cross in by Medwin. Blocked out. Laramie. Medwin thought about it, didn't pull the trigger on a cross. Long Beach State has found all the openings today. Solana takes a hard fall. There'll be no call. She'll adjust the shin guards. That's Kollerick. Played forward for Hilliard. Trying to stay on side. Hilliard, little touch to Abel. Abel is challenged in a slide tackle there by Aaliyah Caceres. Throw in for Kollerick and the Tritons.
Number 4, Sarah.
And so we have 3 substitutions now for San Diego. In comes Koak, along with Lindsay Park and Lucy Tang. They replace Cameron Borg, comes out, along with Kate Hottinger. And then Natalie Abel gets a breather. And those substitutions coming in the 30th minute here.
Well, and to sub both center mids, it just shows how much ground is being covered out there by the Tritons.
Again, no Ava Darkangelo. Injured her knee, is out for the rest of the season. There really is only 2.5 weeks remaining of the season for the Tritons. It's going to end on October the 27th, 2 Thursdays from now, because they'll have that bye at the end, so the season will end a few days short.
Yeah, I think everyone ends on that Thursday now because they have the play-in games
that's right.
start, since they went to the 6 teams that go to the conference tournament.
Yeah, so there's only 14 days left in the regular season, only 3 more games for the Tritons after this. At Bakersfield, at CSUN home against Cal Poly. Gonna run into the box, and Lowe is able to chase out Long Beach State player. Beach again just outside the 18. That was Caceres. Little pass and trying to send it behind her. Long Beach State player. Up to come get it. They're just a lot more aggressive to all these balls here.
Yeah, and the Tritons are giving it away a little bit easily, I would say, on some of their initial passes.
Here's Ibarra. Ibarra into the 18. Ibarra, and a save by Fitzgerald. Meyer will clear. Wow, Fitzgerald's got her 4th save. Long Beach State has their 8th shot on goal already here in this first half.
Yeah, that's not an easy save.
They're 8 of 13. And as far as the saves are concerned, they're 85 now for Fitzgerald, who leads the Big West Conference in not only overall saves with 85, but just over 5 saves per game. She might have 5 saves in this first half alone. Still 13 and a half minutes to go in the first half. 4-1 Long Beach State. Long ball into the box, looking for Solano. It'll bounce and right into the hands of Fitzgerald.
Yeah, It looks like the subs are struggling a little right now to find their shape. So hopefully, the game settles down in the next couple minutes. They look a little disorganized.
Talked about D'Arcangelo not being in there. Lizzie Turan will miss another game as well. Injured early in the season with the ankle and then returned and came onto the pitch for a little bit, but then is back out with an injury. And we saw Cameron Borg go down too late in that game, but was able to come back fit and ready to go.
Yeah, and that's that first ball right there. The Tritons just giving it, like, unable to establish possession right now.
Yep. Long Beach State will make a substitution when play is dead. Lowe was challenging there, and that's going to go across the goal and out. Coming up on 12 minutes to go. 2 substitutions here for Long Beach State. And we'll see Tiana Sidikan, who comes in for the first time. Aaliyah Caceres is gone. And Summer Lasky, their second leading scorer, in for Cherry Cox.
When your second leading scorer comes in off the bench.
It's a good luxury to have, huh?
Definitely.
Tiana Sidikan. She'll wear number 23 in for the first time. That's Summer Lasky wearing number 7. It's out on the left flank, maybe awaiting a pass here. Let's see. No, they send it out right instead. Solano into the box. 2 defenders come. She gets around Kollerick momentarily and then crosses it in. It gets headed out. And then Solano with a big left foot will send it deep into the night for what is the 14th shot tonight for Long Beach State here in the first half. Still 11 minutes to go.
Yeah, I mean, they've been dominant. I have a feeling they're going to have a lot of the possession when we get the...
Yeah, it could be like an uncharacteristic or unprecedented 70-30. I think the biggest number I've seen this year is 57 maybe. There's a good challenge on a tackle by Carter. But still, it's Medwin who won the ball. Throw in here for Long Beach State, and another substitution. And for the Tritons, Sophia Bruno for the first time, replacing Ashlyn Kollerick, who comes off. And for Long Beach State, Alyssa Reyes will come on.
Bruno replacing 5, Ashlyn Kollerick. For Long Beach State, checking number 10, Alyssa Reyes.
And Solano will come off with the 2 goals.
Solano.
Reyes comes on. Solano departs with her 10th and 11th goals of the season to lead the Big West Conference. Points 23, 24, 25, and 26 also to lead the conference. Well on her way to being named the Player of the Year here in the Big West.
Yeah, and you can just tell she's playing. I mean, she's playing really well too, which is exactly what you want your senior year, just to be at the top of your game. I have a feeling the Big West Conference is going to be excited to see her leave next year.
Yeah, Solano's out of Agora Hills, California, Agora High School. Played ahead, Carter, and trying to race to get at Lindsay Park. She scored the 3rd goal against Hawaii on Sunday afternoon to put it out of reach, 3-1, and winds up winning a corner here. That's going to be the first corner won for the Tritons here tonight. It comes in the 36th minute.
Yeah, again, I'm a Lindsay Park fan. Just her work rate when she is on the field is great to see, and it can be hard to just be that role player coming off the bench and going out there and working as hard as she does. But love to see it.
Tang takes the corner kick and was trying to get it to Hilliard for the header, and there's a whistle.
There'll be another corner. I think when Courtney headed it, it went off a Long Beach player.
So they win a second corner. Coming out is Bruno. It's into the 6th box and grabbed right out of the air by Stanifer. 37th minute. Headed for Bruno. Off her head and out of bounds for a Long Beach State throw-in far side. Goals in the 5th, 8th, 13th, and 23rd minute for Long Beach State. Two
a lot
for
of minutes.
Solano, yep. And a goal in the 18th minute by Abel, her 4th of the year, matching what she did last year in her freshman year at A&M. There was a lot of excitement taking the pitch here tonight, even though there were some banged up players, and it's not going to be a good halftime. Might get a little bit of a scolding by the head coach.
A handful of the goals were, or not a handful, but a couple of the goals were just not clearing the ball or just being a little bit disorganized, which you can't do against good teams.
Yeah. There's so much less margin for error as Carter keeps this one off the line and gets met defensively by Medwin. Now she tries to go around Medwin and momentarily wins it back, looking for a little help. Spins it to the inside, a short touch by Kowak, and Kennedy has it to reset on the right side. Gap closes pretty quick as she got it to Park, but now it's in the corner to Tang. Tang beats her defender, left-footed cross just outside the 6-yard box and missed the head of Bruno barely.
That's a great chance from the Tritons, though. You know, we've talked about if they're getting the ball wide and getting crosses into the box, that means that they're starting to dictate the style of play, and you love to see when the subs can come on and just raise the level of play.
6.5 to go in the first half. We had quite some stoppages, too, on Sunday against Hawaii for a couple of injured players. Carter, that one got kicked out. Perhaps a little counterattack here, looking for Lasky. Can Carter get this one? She won't be able to win it. It's won by Moore. Here's Lasky. Lasky against Lynn. Lynn tries to take it away. Moore. Been really successful on this right flank here, Long Beach State. They almost won't want the sides to change in the second half.
Well, they still will have a right side in the second half.
That's where they will. Hopefully it's a lot more slippery or spongy out there to kind of slow them up. Maybe, hopefully it's like the infield at Wrigley Field when Greg Maddox is pitching very high. Slow those balls down. All right, 2 more subs. And for UC San Diego, Raquel Kalpikoff comes in, and she'll be joined by Lauren Rocco, the freshman. And out will go Courtney Hilliard and as well Kennedy Carter. Rocco just named the funniest player on the team.
Love that.
Yes. Kowak. Not much laughter here today. That's kicked out. And it's going to be a corner. I don't think we've seen many goal kicks here.
No.
It's a corner for the Tritons. They'll do it on that far side. Time's running out in this first half. 4:42. You'd like to get one solid opportunity at a goal here. Tang to take it. Just outside the 6-yard box. Looking for Kalpikoff. Here's Kowak, the Portland transfer. She's got a shot here. Shoots it up, and it got punched up over the top of the crossbar there by Standifer.
That was another good save. A good look on goal for Sarah.
Tang takes it out quickly, knowing that time is running down, coming up on 4 minutes to go. 4th shot of the game for the Tritons. 2 have been on target.
This is our 4th corner, I think, too.
And, yeah, you're right. And down goes one of the Triton players. There's no call. And back to come get it here is Lowe. Lowe's got plenty of space in front of her. Lowe into the box. Nearly a collision there. Was looking for her teammate. And Rocco. Rocco had a good chance at a run there. And here's a whistle.
I think he called a foul on Rocco there in the middle.
Foul's going to be the 4th on the Tritons. That'll give a free kick here and a set piece to Long Beach State. They can slow things up here. Clock moving. 3:20 to go in this first half.
Oh, yeah. They'll look to slow it down, probably get to halftime.
That's headed for Lasky. Lynn, and Lynn kicks it forward, out of bounds. Coming up on 3 minutes to go. Long Beach State came in. They opened up the day. When they woke up this morning, they had a 1-point lead in the Big West Conference over Fullerton and Cal Poly. One quick substitution here. Jillian Haraga comes in and replaces Sarah Ibarra, who had the first goal in the 5th minute for Long Beach State. So by the time they kick off here, Davis had already beaten Bakersfield, so Davis joined Long Beach State at the top of the standings with 11 points, and then a lot of authority in the early going flexed by Long Beach State, so it would appear they're going to get the full 3 points here. I know there's a long way to go.
So it'd be a crazy comeback.
Yep, they'd be up at 14 points, and of course there are other games going on. Everybody's in action here. There are 3 games at 7 o'clock tonight. But we'll update you as we get deeper on into the night. That was a Doan who fell down.
Well, and I don't know. Just still trying to be on my best ref behavior, but I tell you, this guy's making it like really, really hard on me today.
It's Vincent Brizzolana. Jones, and a save by Fitzgerald. And she has been worn out in this first half, facing 9 shots on goal here in the first half. They're 9 of 15, Long Beach State. Kalpikoff went over her head. There's a push against Tang, no call. Yeah.
See, I'm not the only one seeing it?
No,
okay,
no.
phew.
I do as well. No home cooking here. Coming up on a minute to go, and a flag goes up with 1:05 and counting.
Must be a throw-in over there. I keep losing the Long Beach players with like the yellow writing on that blue sign.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
they like pop out of nowhere all of a sudden. Yeah.
See, if they hadn't won 7 national championships, Fitzgerald gets it. Wouldn't be a problem.
I'll take the national championships and losing them.
We can live with people thinking we're terrible broadcasters for a second. I got it. We're bad anyway. Here's Fitzgerald running up. 30 seconds to go in a 5-goal first half. She gets a big boot in this one. Can they get some confidence here? Maybe a goal. Park couldn't get to that one. 20 seconds to go. And then whistle. And it's going to be against the Tritons, a foul, so a free kick. Final 10 seconds. 45th minute of this first half. And that's going to do it. A very disappointing first half for UC San Diego and the Tritons. Very much looking forward to this game against Long Beach State. And they are facing a 3-goal opening kickoff. So a foul. And a set piece in the early going here for UC San Diego.
Yeah, I mean, if you can score now, you know, cut the lead in half. Cut the lead. Well, I don't know. We still can't figure that one out.
Wouldn't be cut the lead. We established that, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be cut the lead in half. It'd be get within 2. Cut the deficit. Yeah. But again, the deficit's 3, right?
Yeah.
So we'll have to send that to the committee. There is another Triton player down. The trainers come on. Wow. That shot was by Park, who came off the bench in the second half against Hawaii and had the 3rd and final goal. Who are they looking at there? Is that Hilliard?
Yeah, that's Courtney Hilliard. But she's jogging off. Unless it's something head-related, I'm sure she'll be back on shortly. Or she just lost her hair tie again.
I was going to say she had the issue with the hair tie against Hawaii.
We got to get her some, like, 3 extra for each game, maybe.
But finally, it was like you made the point. I was watching back the replay. You were like, somebody off the bench might have given her an extra one. So she had to run by the bench on the other side and grab it. It's like in a hockey game, right? You lose your stick, and then you got to go to the bench and get another stick.
Exactly.
Again, The Tritons scored 3 times against Hawaii on Sunday on this field in the final 28 minutes. Opponent a little bit tougher here this evening, but we'll see. Here's a run on that left side into the 18 for Long Beach State, and a shot is going to go wide right. Wow.
Yeah, and you can just see Long Beach is so comfortable on the dribble. They get it, and they just drive forward.
I think that was Cherry Cox. A little hard to see. The numbers from the front are hard to see. It was Cox. And then on the back, she also has the big ponytail blocking the big numbers. I couldn't really see, but she just kicked that right outside the box and missed wide right. That'll be the 16th shot of the proceedings here for Long Beach State. Almost half the shots on the season for Long Beach State are on goal, 47% coming in. They're 9 of 16 here. That's better than 50%.
Yeah, you can see why they're having such a successful season.
Yeah, they're at a 56% clip on goal here in this one. Adone wins the ball and then plays it back for Lynn, who's the athlete of the week on the women's side here at UC San Diego. Defensive player of the week just had a touch there in the Big West Conference, Caitlin Meyer. There's Abel, who's got the only goal for the Tritons. That one coming in the 18th minute. Her 4th of the year. Here's Allie Lowe, the freshman from Francis Parker. Borig had a chance at that, and here comes Cox. Cox feeds it ahead. Solano, and she's offsides, thankfully. The flag goes up.
Offside.
Yeah, just a half step there.
Half step away from a potential hat trick here for Long Beach State. You be the judge? Yeah.
So right when Meyer steps, Solano didn't drop with her.
Opening 4 minutes here of this second half. The win by Long Beach State puts them in first place all by their lonesome with 14 points. They'll do a little scoreboard watching today. The teams they are trying to fend off would be Cal State Fullerton, who they've already beaten this season, and then Cal Poly, who they have later this year. They're at Cal Poly on the 20th. That's going to be a big match. They'll be looking at the Cal Poly Riverside game tonight. CSUN Irvine as well. Cal State Fullerton hosting Santa Barbara. You would think the Titans will be able to win at home. Here's a throw-in for the Tritons. Carter with a cross in, headed out. Carter going to get it back. Kick it up top. And Park. And gobbled up right there by the keeper. Standifer making her 4th straight start, had 1 first half save and let 1 go by.
Already a more positive start to the half for the Tritons, I would say.
Cox got room in front of her as Lowe went by. Cox with a run into the box. Cox takes a shot, and diving to her right and knocking it away is Fitzgerald for a 5th save tonight.
That took a funny little bounce as she shot it, like right before it got to Curate.
A league-leading 86th save of the season for Fitzgerald.
You'll see it pop up right there. Not an easy thing to react to in the moment, for sure.
Junior from Ventura, California. Officially becomes her 6th save, gives away a corner, which will be taken by Maddie Perez here. So again, when she wakes up tomorrow, she'll continue to lead the conference with over 5 saves a game. Perez, and looking for Solano, and overshot her. Solano still got a chance to get it. Park came out for it. Solano, a second defender, came. Lowe has it. What's Lowe want to do? And she's going to give up a corner. Kicked it out. Trying not to do that, but really not much you could do.
Yeah, she didn't have a lot of options there. You're a little too close to your own keeper to play them to feet.
Cherry Cox out along with Perez. Perez wears number 11. She'll take the corner. She's a sophomore from West Covina, California, and West Covina High School.
Yeah, it's like she'll take the corner and her time.
Yes, and give it to Cox, and Cox tries to shoot it forward. And it's kicked out, run down by Long Beach State. Looks like it was Medwin. Now it's sent back in, and Fitzgerald's going to be able to grab it. Looking for a long ball, looking for a target out front, but nobody was there.
Yeah, and you could see UC San Diego was definitely prioritizing organizing defensively and not just pressuring the ball.
We're 7 minutes into this second half. 7 minutes into the first half, the Tritons were already down 1-0, and we're about 30 seconds away from being down 2-0. Here's Cox in that right corner with a right-footed cross to the 6-yard box. The header, and it was blocked a couple times by Meyer. Meyer blocked the header and the second kick. There's your defensive player of the week, and I think you see why. Saved the goal there. She's not there. It's 5-1.
Yeah, and you just have to be so committed to defending and getting your body in front of the ball at this Division I level.
I'm going to show you this mayhem out in front. Cox. I think that might have been Lasky. Yeah, that was Lasky who had the first shot, and then Caceres who had the second. Both of them blocked by Meyer. That's kicked out. 37:07 to go here in regulation. Tritons have Sunday off. One of those times they only play once in a week. And then finish at Bakersfield, CSUN, and then we're back here 2 Thursdays from now.
Yeah, I'm curious if it'll impact the subbing patterns at all, you know, because you don't have to be ready for Sunday. So I expect to see some players maybe get some more minutes than they normally would.
Borg was in the area. Long Beach State has 5 players back. Only 3 forward, and they shoot for Solano, and Lowe cleared it. Little header by Kennedy Carter. And flicked on by Hilliard, and she was looking for Hilliard, who was running. Make it Abel, rather. 11 and not 21.
The last one digit makes it hard.
It does. I try to learn shoes and ponytails. Doesn't always work. Here's Lowe on the left side. Lowe with a bit of a run, got pushed away, and that's Cox taking it away. Cherry Cox centers it.
Well, and that's really where you do not want to be losing the ball. Every single Triton was transitioning forward there. So it's definitely a risky place to lose possession.
Moore had the little flick back, and that's out. It's going to be a throw in here by Kennedy Carter. Make it Ashlyn Kollerick. Ashlyn throws it in. Ashlyn has it back, plays it to Abel. Natalie Abel looking for a little touch to Hilliard. Possession for the Beach. On the counterattack. Lynn forward. That was great. Hilliard, little touch back on that right side.
Yeah, and this is a big shift for the Tritons. You know, Kennedy Carter playing out wide right. You have a new starting forward with Courtney Hilliard, and it can be a little tricky.
Here's a chance. Centered for Abel, and Abel got blocked by Sandifer. Oh, they had a wonderful opportunity to make it 4-2.
Yeah, that was a great chance. Great pull back there by Lindsay Park. I can't wait to see the replay eventually, probably after the corner, but
both sides have won 5 corners. Here you see
great movement.
Hilliard just to the top of the 6 box.
And just like a foot save.
Yep. And Kollerick would have been at the right place too, but a great foot save by Sandifer. She's got her 3rd save of the game, the 2nd of the second half. They'll throw it back into the corner here. Time's ticking, 3:33:39. Able to take the corner. Able inside the 6-yard box, and Hilliard got her head on it, but over the crossbar.
What I love about Court up there right now, you know, she is getting on the end of so many crosses. It's just a matter of time until she starts finding the back of the net.
You were talking about them making that shift against Hawaii, and it worked out perfectly, right? They move her up into that spot, and they wind up scoring 3 goals against the Rainbow Wahine in the final 28 minutes.
Yeah. No, Court is doing great up there.
Board to the center of the field. Hilliard to a streaking Park. Park was trying to get it back to Hilliard. She wasn't in the area, and it got intercepted there by Haraga for Long Beach State. That's out. That'll be a throw-in for the Tritons. Lynn will get it in quickly off the chest of a teammate. Lynn being grabbed. Are they going to call something? Yeah, eventually they do. It'll be a free kick. That took a while to develop there.
Yeah. I mean,
that was like a police frisking. I mean, that took long enough. She got her Miranda rights read to her, right? Before they finally made the call. You have the right to remain silent. Here's Adone. And lost it off her foot to Cox. That foul, the 6th of the game for the Beach.
Yeah, and again, just a bad place to lose the ball. Your whole team's on the 18-yard box, and now it's a long sprint back.
Nothing there as Cox took a long time with a long run there. Carter plays it forward. Long Beach State gets it back in the middle of the field. Solano. She wanted a call, didn't get it. Still down on her knees there, slow to get up. Meyer, big boot forward off the head of Abel. Ball was loose. Park had it momentarily. Adone comes back to get that one. Kennedy Carter has it with some space in front of her, making a little bit of a run. Carter around her defender, trying to speed back to it, and a second defender comes over. Laramie tried to clear it. It's going to be a throw in here for the Tritons. Time's running out, though, but this was the key area on Sunday. We can't mention it too many times that last 28 minutes is Borg. It went off of her foot harmlessly into the air, into the arms of Sandifer. This is where they started to mount that charge against Hawaii. They were down 1-0.
Yeah, but and you know, again, just one at a time. It's all you can do. But the Tritons are giving themselves some good opportunities to, you know, get a second goal.
No quit in them whatsoever. I mean, even, you know, the body language doesn't look bad, too. I mean, you're even down 3 goals. And the referee says, hey, you can't take another 20 yards there, Allie. Good idea. I guess you'd try and get away with what you can get away with.
100%. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Carter trying to get around Medwin. Carter for Hilliard. Defender falls down. Abel came back for it. Here's Hilliard. And turns and kicks with the right foot. Sandifer had it. We've had 29 total shots now in this game between the two sides.
I mean, and
5
16
of them on goal.
Yeah.
$29.5 to go. Uh-oh. That's Solano trying to get it to her teammate Lasky, and out came Fitzgerald. Court Hilliard has been very aggressive the last few weeks, and this, after with the 4 shots tonight, she's now second on the team with 15 shots this season. It wasn't like that at the beginning of the year. I don't want to call her gun shy at all.
She didn't start last season, though.
Yeah.
But
even in the beginning of the year, I guess is more my point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's Carter with a big boot on the cross, and there's Kollerick trying to run it down and maybe get a head on it for a chance. Here's a couple substitutions for the Beach, and they get in Ibarra. Out goes Hiraga. They're also going to get Sophie Jones back on, as well as Heregi.
Twenty-five.
28 minutes to go. Man, unable to get to it there for Long Beach State was Heregi out of Chino Hills, California, junior.
These games are so hard to go back into, especially if you played in the first half and then you go and you have halftime, you sit on the bench. It is brutal to try and find your legs again.
Yeah, and with the weather too.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's a little bit chillier.
It's a fast-paced game too.
The Dome was trying to get it up for Hilliard, and then it got cleared out of the box there. That goes for a throw-in. Good defense there by the Beach. Hilliard to Kollerick. Kollerick's really good with the crosses there. She was, I thought, outstanding against Hawaii. Speaking of crosses, low, and then just flicked back off the head of a Triton. Kollerick on a cross got credited for an assist in the 83rd minute on Park's goal on Sunday against Hawaii. There's what we're talking about there. Here's Abel, and Abel trying to get it to a cutting Kennedy Carter.
It's like one of those cross shots. Like, is it a cross? Is it a shot? Trying to pin Long Beach in a little bit here. You can see Long Beach playing that short goal kick on the restart.
Carter. Oh, they got a chance here in the box. There's a shot and gobbled up by Sandifer on the dive.
Yeah,
was,
I mean,
off Park.
Definitely great movement there by Park to get open in the box. Kennedy gets her head up, finds it right to her feet. Just got to put one of them away.
Kennedy took one off the noggin right there. There's Jonesy. Big Padre fan, too. Worried about the end of this one and Game 3 tomorrow at Petco Park.
Gotta love Padres in postseason.
Yep.
I wonder what she gets more nervous for. I'll ask her.
Yeah.
Padres or these games?
Chipped ahead by Caceres. Borg. I'm going to miss that one tomorrow. I'm actually going to be up in L.A. doing high school football for Valley. Here's Kollerick with a run and got it poked away there by Heregi. It's interesting. I see there's a Heregi here, and I have a Heregi tomorrow for either Downey or Warring High School, one of the games I'm doing.
Good practice for you.
So, yeah. But I don't remember them saying it that way, so.
Like Mayo and Mayo.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to goof it up. Oh, here's Hilliard with a chance. Hilliard centers it out in front for Carter. And then it got cleared, but here's Lowe. Lowe fell down and got the benefit of a call. Nope. Yeah, she did.
Yeah. Well, and that's just good movement around court. It's just working hard up there. Great pullback cross.
Big set piece here. Chance to make it a 4-2 ball game.
This is like an interesting distance. You know, do you put it on frame, make the keeper make a save, or do you try and like dink it in behind and let the runners try and get on the end of it?
Abel will take it. She's got the only goal, and she goes right to the keeper. Sandifer collects. Coming up on 24 minutes to go on this cool fall evening here at UC San Diego.
What a touch.
Yeah,
right off
by Lynn, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do any better than that. That's how you warm up, to do it like that. Foul on Carter. Gives a free kick here to Long Beach State.
Yeah, I feel like Long Beach State is just trying to prevent any kind of emotion creeping into this game and just really slowing it down and taking their time and not even let the Tritons think that they have an opportunity to get back into it. But it almost seems like it's not really working for them either. Like, I thought, you know, when they came out guns blazing, they were much more dominant. And now that they've kind of taken that, like, back seat, just it doesn't look like the same team.
Yeah, they had a 4-1 lead 23 minutes into this thing, and as we hit the 23-minute mark to go in the first half, it's been a while. It's been about a half hour or more of soccer where they have not scored. Here's the goals from earlier for Long Beach State. In the 5th minute, Ibarra. She wound up picking up her first of the season. That was unassisted. Sophie Jones, her second in the 8th minute, unassisted. And Lena Solano got one. Cox assisted. Natalie Abel assisted by Hilliard. That was in the 18th minute. 23rd minute. That's Solano's 11th to lead the Big West Conference. It was 4-1, and we were like, oh, we're watching San Diego Soccer's indoor championship action, the Ron Newman Cup, but there hasn't been much of anything since.
It's like the opposite of Sunday's game.
Yes, very, very quiet here. 22-19 and counting. Chance here for the Tritons. Can Carter get there? Carter, no. Kollerick running for it. Kollerick in the 18 box, put a left foot on it.
Ashland's just so fast. To get on that, the end of that ball was difficult.
Before they graduate, I'm going to figure the two of them out when they're running with the ponytails. What can I do? I know Ash is usually on this side.
Yeah, Ashland's left-footed. So otherwise, Ashland will graduate this year, and then next year will be a little bit easier for you.
I can tell when they kick it who it is. It's just when they're running after it, it's hard. This is Carter. Look, the ponytail.
Nailed it.
Hilliard. Court turns with the cross for Abel's head. Missed it, but another opportunity. And they get it right for Borg. She scored from that part of the field against Hawaii on Sunday, and that's going to go right to the keeper.
Yeah, Long Beach keeper has been much busier this half.
Standiford's a sophomore from Narbonne High School down in San Pedro, Carson area. Meyer called many a high school football there, the Narbonne Gauchos.
Well, and what's interesting now, UC San Diego's gotten up to 15 shots, 10 on target, so they're, you know, they're inching up there too. Yep. Now that I learned how to use this live stats, makes my life a lot easier.
Yeah, Standiford has 9 saves, which is remarkable. She had 1 save in the first half. So 8 here in the second half. There's still 20 minutes to go. So Tritons have been very aggressive. She's just been very good back there. And again, she's their second keeper. The other, Morgan Houston Shepard, started the year. They were rotating quite a bit, but Shepard got injured, and so this is the 4th straight start for Standiford. She's going to face another shot here. No. And Kollerick unable to get to it there.
Good pattern play from the Tritons, though. They look much more comfortable on the ball, much more confident this half.
Aaliyah Sinoff comes in, and Heregi will leave. Sinoff, a sophomore from Truckee, California.
I love
Lake
Truckee.
Tahoe, yeah. It's not good, though, when you have to pay somebody $60 to put the chains on your car out there because you're
it's worth it.
Not a strong enough man to do it.
I always, chain stops, I'm there, yeah.
Those guys, they make $60 every 10 minutes.
Oh, and they do it so quickly.
Yes.
I mean, that's a worthwhile
they make $700 an hour doing that job. They know you're from LA, too, or San Diego.
Yeah, the people who live there can put on their own shoes.
Yes, exactly.
They have snow tires.
Caceres against Borg. Long Beach State would be content to run this clock out again. They haven't scored since the 23rd minute of this game. We're in the 72nd minute now.
Yeah, and it's actually what I tell my team every weekend. It hasn't worked yet, but I tell them you got to score early and often. And it'll, definitely makes the games a little bit easier to win.
Again, goals in the 5th, 8th, 13th, and 23rd minute for this Long Beach State team. Been almost an hour of soccer where they haven't scored.
Which is crazy considering they have 4 goals.
Yeah. And there's a foul. Be a free kick here for Long Beach State. Long Beach State's going to get Alyssa Reyes in here for Cherry Cox in the 72nd minute. It'll be Maddie Perez who will take the free kick from just inside the Long Beach State attacking area. Big boot headed into the 18 and goes over the head of Meyer.
Solano looks like she's asking for a call, but
I thought she just slipped down. I didn't think there was anybody in the area, to be quite honest with you.
That's what I thought as well.
Kollerick right back to the middle of the field. Hilliard. Nope, Abel rather. And here's a run by Park. Park's got a chance. Park to Hilliard in the middle. Hilliard, and then it just got cleared.
Loved that touch forward from court there.
Yep.
Just a little too long.
Ibarra on the counterattack runs right past Adone. Shoots it out left. Left flank here for Long Beach State. It looks like it might be Lasky out there.
Good defending there by Talissa.
They want a little more juice on that clearance. And in front, Cox just trickles it right in for the 5th goal of the night.
Well, and you were right. You just needed a better clearance there. I think it was Lindsay Park who just, didn't clear it far enough, but to her credit, she was at the opposite 18-yard box about 20 seconds before this play.
Solano's going to get an assist here, and that's going to be a goal for Cox to make it 5-1. For the Tritons, Mika Celeste will be on for the first time for Lindsay Park. And then Reyes officially comes in now for Cox. And so, isn't that funny? We were just talking about the fact that Cox was about to come off.
Yeah.
And they are able to leave her on just long enough where she gets the goal.
Well, and Lindsay Park started on the second half, which is a little rare for her. So being able to adjust to that can be tricky as well. I think her legs just gave out there at the end, which is, part of the reason why she's got subbed off.
Solano trying to work 2 defenders, and she goes down. So Solano got the assist, so that, for the time being, is her Big West Conference leading 5th assist. She already has 2 goals to give her a Big West Conference leading 11 goals. And so in this game, give her 5 more points to give her a league leading 27 points. It's amazing. And for Cherry Cox, that's her 4th goal of the season, which ties her for 2nd for Long Beach State as far as goals in the season are concerned. Lasky has 4 as well.
Yeah, her vision is really good too, Solano. She just finds those little slip balls in behind, sets up her teammates really well.
So the goal drought was about 51 minutes officially for Long Beach State between their 4th and 5th. And the Tritons give up a season-high 5th goal of the year. Lynn back to the keeper, 15 minutes to go. Meyer. And so after this result, the Tritons will continue to just have 6 points They were hoping to pick up 3 here to get them to 9, and they could get as many as 18 to end the year. That's not going to happen here, and that one just shot through and collected by Sandiford. That was Rocco trying to move it forward into the 18-yard box.
Well, Long Beach just, they created a lot of chances in the first half, but just showing how clinical they are in the final third by scoring this last goal.
Oh, Solano now into the box against 2 defenders. Trying to look for a second assist as she was trying to feed Reyes. 14 minutes to go. Uh-oh, Solano ahead, stays on side, and's got the hat trick. Her 3rd goal of the night makes it 6-1 Long Beach State. What a night she's having. 3 goals and an assist as they get their 6th in the 77th minute. Sarah Kowak comes back in. Cameron Borg will leave. Bree San Lucas will come on and will replace Lena Solana. Look at that. 3 more goals. She now has 12 on the season. Leading 12 plus the assist, so that's 29 points now on the year.
Yeah.
Came in with 22 points and has 7 points in the game. Yikes. Locked up the Big West Conference Player of the Year here tonight.
UC San Diego substitution checking in number 4, Sarah Koak replacing 6, Cameron Borg. For Long Beach State checking in number 28, Bree San Lucas replacing 4.
You go 50
Lena
minutes
Solano.
between goals, 51 minutes between goals, and then you get another quick 2 and 3 minutes.
Yeah, and that has been a little bit of the Achilles heel for the Tritons tonight, is when they gave up 1 goal, it turned into, 2 or 3. In the first half, I think they were scored at 8 minutes apart, for the first 3 goals, and then these ones obviously very close together.
Kate Hottinger comes back in. Off goes Christina Adone. Inside of 13 minutes to go. Played back to Fitzgerald. So Long Beach State's going to go 5-4-5, 4-0-2 in the conference, and we'll have 14 points. And we'll likely wake up tomorrow with still a 1-point advantage over at least one other team. I'd have to think Fullerton and Cal Poly, at least one of them will win, if not both of them. Again, my scores are not updating, so I apologize as they're getting late in the game here into their matches. San Lucas, who's a sophomore from Valencia, California, Saugus High School, and Allie Lowe wins that ball away from her. This might be another one of these years with the way Solano plays in this Long Beach State side. This might be another one of these years where in the NCAA tournament, a Big West team makes a little bit of noise, much like Irvine did last year beating UCLA.
Yeah. I'm also curious, too, what Solano does from here.
San Lucas, and punched out of there by Fitzgerald. They got a chance at another one right here, though, and that one hits off of the post and comes back out. That was very, very close to making it 7-1. Goes off the head of, I think it was Kennedy Carter, and then she kicks it out. Here's this ball going off the post.
Good cut back there.
Awfully, awfully close. Looked like it was off the foot of Alyssa Reyes. That's 22 shots for Long Beach State in the game. 13 of them
on goal. (6-1) late. Oh, man, right off the face of Abel.
Yeah, just trying to settle it there, but it hurts a little more when you're losing like this,
it
too.
hurts, Mr. Buttermaker. Here's Carter with a run. And the flag goes up and offsides. They call an offsides or a foul?
That was a foul.
A foul?
Yeah.
Foul was a little further back.
Yeah. I mean, you can just see Alyssa Solano is just so dominant and just so composed in front of goal. You think, you know, one-on-ones to the keeper are easy, but, you know, she finished both of those opportunities really, really well.
And seemed to have a long time to think them through, right? Not pulled the trigger early. First one was her 10th of the season. Second was her 11th, and then her 12th of the year. Here's Carter. League leading 12.
Triton corner kick.
3 goals tonight, plus an assist, so 7 points, giving her 29 points to lead the conference. Triton corner. A bright spot. They won half dozen corners here in the game, but trail it 6-1, 9:33 to go. And there's Kowak. 16 shots, 11 on goal for the Tritons, but just 1 through.
Yeah, and, you know, hats off to Long Beach's keeper, especially early in the match. It was so slick, but she's done a good job of keeping the balls out of the back of the net.
And Jones is going to empty the bench here for the final 8:55. You know, I was thinking we hadn't seen in a while the Wilson twins.
True.
Haven't seen them in a long, long time. And chance at another goal. A little fancy footwork there, but it goes wide left. And so here comes 3 substitutions now. And so for the Tritons, they get Sophia Bruno in, Lucy Tang, and Lauren Rocco. And they replace Ashlyn Kollerick, Natalie Abel, and Kennedy Carter. Amanda Miketree is in now for Long Beach State, or will be here shortly. She wears number 20.
Yeah, it looks like Long Beach is going to put in a new keeper, too.
Oh, yeah. Again, we didn't have Morgan Houston Shepherd available, but this could be their sophomore goalie, Katarina De Caroli.
Well, and it's important to get, you know, players minutes whenever you can, right? Like, because eventually it's a revolving door. People are always graduating every single year. So when you have the opportunity to get keepers minutes or, you know, really just any player, so important.
6 goals in tonight's game, the most that UCSD has ever allowed in a match. Wow. And that, I mean, that's not only, that wow goes through the Division II and III era, by the way, partner.
I know. I had a feeling that UC San Diego hadn't given up 6 goals in Division II or Division III.
Well, we know we've been here the whole time in Division I. All right, they switch out the keeper now. And so Katarina De Caroli, sophomore from Savage, Minnesota. Prior Lake High School's the new keeper. Here's Jonesy, the remaining schedule. They got 3 to go at Bakersfield, at CSUN, and versus Cal Poly.
Yeah.
Hey, you get all 9 of those points, you're sitting there at 15. That's respectable.
Definitely. Definitely. You know, if you can, that would put them at 4 wins out of their 10 games, I believe. Handful of ties.
The last time that 6 goals were given up in a game. Again, this match is the most ever. Got to go back to 1983. UC Santa Barbara. Were you even born then?
I was not born yet.
6-0 was the final in that game against the Gauchos. I would have been 12 years old, man.
Yeah. I mean, every game is a learning experience, but I have a feeling, you know, this is one of the ones you're going to want to forget, as Ted Lasso would say. You need to have the memory of a goldfish. I think it's like 10 seconds or something like that.
Oh, man. 5.5 to go. Kowak, the foul free kick here awarded to Long Beach State. That was Perez with the free kick. Well, no game Sunday, and then the 2-game road trip to get closer as a team to Bakersfield and CSUN before wrapping it up 2 Thursdays from now on the 27th.
I know, season just like flies by.
Yes, it does. It's quick. It's only 2.5 months. We did 10 home matches.
Yeah, it flies by for us, but I have a feeling like all the players are like, this feels very long.
Yeah,
my body is tired.
Yep. Final 4:35. A 4th conference win against no defeats and 2 ties awaits Long Beach State here in 4 minutes and 25 seconds. And there's a whistle. Beach has a quick turnaround. They go home after this 3-game road trip. This 3-game road trip concludes for them. They'll play CSUN Sunday night at 6. So they're going to be unbeaten now in 6 consecutive matches.
Well, and they have to like their odds going to CSUN on Sunday, too.
Yep, to add 3 more points. A pretty good opportunity to get a 6-point week. That would be big. That would give them 17 points to conclude and head into the final 2 weeks of the regular season. Hottinger out right. That's centered into Tang, and she got taken down.
How do you not call that?
Oh.
Oh, you called it on Lucy.
And Lucy gets called for the foul. It's about the same area that we saw
where she
penalty kick, awarded on Sunday, in which Kennedy Carter had it saved. And that was against Lucy, right? Lucy got taken down, and Kennedy took the penalty kick.
Yeah, Lucy's first touch is so good. She keeps the ball so close to her. I thought she had possession of that and got tripped up, but
that would have been just our 2nd penalty kick awarded this season. Tritons had that one, but they couldn't convert on Sunday against Hawaii. Perez, will she send it forward? She most certainly will, and nobody's there but a blue jersey worn by Mika Celeste, who will look to play it to Tang.
A little miscommunication there.
Yep. B. Caroli, the sophomore keeper, gets a touch for the first time in all red.
I still want to see a replay of that. I do not think that was a foul on Lucy. I just want to know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. I'll admit it if I'm wrong, but begrudgingly.
Save that passion and energy for the Pottery game tomorrow night.
Oh, I will. Don't worry. They'll hear me.
There's a foul. Kalpikov got fouled. Coming up on 2 minutes to go. Tritons are going to drop to 2-9-5 overall, 1-3-3 in the conference. Still fighting hard to the very end, and a save right there for D. Caroli.
She's kind of like laughing because that was just a little awkward, bouncing around in the box there.
Cheerleaders are here in full force, but not much to cheer about. It was already 3-0 when the Tritons got their first goal in the 18th minute. Long Beach State scoring quickly and often, 5th, 8th, 13th minute, along with the 23rd, 74th, and 77th. 1:15 to go.
Yeah, it looks like a foul on Lauren Rocco there.
9 fouls for the Tritons, 10 for Long Beach State. 6 corners won by the Tritons tonight, 5 corners for
1 minute remaining
Long
in
Beach
the
State.
match.
There's a set
1
piece
minute.
just outside the box on the left side.
Yeah, I think we can definitely say this was not a boring game.
No, and
If you look at the stats, it's crazy the amount of shots, corners, fouls.
Perez is going to take this one inside of a minute to go. And it goes up, over, and out for a goal kick here with 39 seconds to go. In the end, the Tritons are going to be 12 of 17 when it comes shots on goal to shots. And still only had 1 goal tonight. Zora Standifer had 10 saves. And we saw Kira Fitzgerald do that earlier this season, which tied the Division I, well, set the Division I record. And tied her career high.
You have to finish your chances, you know, if you want to win games, that's for sure.
Bruno ahead to Tang, the final few seconds of this one.
2, 1.
Tang, and that'll do it. 6-1 the final, a hat trick for Lena Solano and an assist. So a 7-point game for the top player in the Big West Conference in Long Beach State. Jumps on top